2 matches down, 2 left to go. Welcome back to the Xfinity Desk. Elamite and T2 getting ready to bring you the remaining action of the HCS Pro League Summer 2017 season. And our next match up is going to be none other than Splyce going up against Luminosity.
Yeah, Luminosity trying to get a 3-0 here. That's something that they desperately going to need to help their map win percentage. But Splyce trying to bounce back after their series against Optic Gaming, where they did catch the hot 3-0. What do you think, Kyle?
I mean, it's definitely possible. I am not counting anyone out after the action that I've seen here today. But yeah, I mean, Evil Geniuses came out and did what they needed to do here. So if Luminosity loses this series, they're going to fall down behind Evil Geniuses in the standings. Now, if they are able to win, they will be able to secure their spot. But then, of course, we've got one more match here with Envious and Straight. So predicting, maybe probably most people Envious over Straight, considering they haven't been able to win a series yet. But there's still some wiggle room here left in the standings.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll see how good this Luminosity roster actually is after picking up APG. Again, it's going to be tough because Splyce, they're going to be fired up after that loss yesterday. But like you said, you can't count anybody out overall. And you saw it. The addition of APG really opening up the rest of these guys to do work. Saiyan and Trippy can sit back just a little bit more as Ninja and APG charge forward.
And of course, what these guys are playing for and why the standings matter, and that's because Halo is going to DreamHack Atlanta July 21st to the 23rd. So if you've never been to a DreamHack like I have not been to one, and Tom, I know you haven't been to one either, these things look awesome, and I am excited to see Halo here at that event.
Yeah, definitely. There's going to be multiple games there. There's going to be tons to do. 17 games? Are you kidding me? That's going to be ridiculous. And Halo, I believe, has the biggest prize pool out of maybe all of the games there. 200,000 thanks to the crowdfunding. So really excited about DreamHack Atlanta.
Yep, and then moving on to our match, as we do have Splyce and Luminosity set up and ready here in the lobby. So let's go ahead and take a look at these teams here. Of course, the Young Guns squad versus the newest roster change that we've seen here so far this season here. And we'll go in and take a look a little bit more at Splyce. Of course, back to a 1-game win streak after their loss yesterday against Optic Gaming. That was a hot 3-0 that not a lot of people expected to come
Well,
here.
their longest streak was 5.
Oh, their longest streak was 5. Yes, you are correct.
And now they're on a 0 streak since they lost yesterday. But that map win percentage looking pretty solid, almost at 70%, right around that 68% mark as we highlight Renegade, the young gun, as you mentioned. And he also has another player on his team, Shotzi. Underneath him is also Shooter, and you have Boo Boo Doo. So a very well-rounded squad. And these guys have tons of firepower. It's just a matter of how are they going to be able to respond after their first loss in this Pro League against Optic yesterday.
And 22 perfect kills from Renegade. That's the most we've seen so far here. So he's just doing amazing job, and his shot is definitely one of the best here. But let's take a look at the series layout, the maps that these two teams are facing off on. Eden Strongholds, Rig Slayer, Coliseum, CTF for Game 4. So a little bit of different game types than what we've seen so far here today. And in Game 5, Regret Slayer should we go.
Yeah, a lot of Rig Slayer, Coliseum, CTF, and Plaza Strongholds being drawn today, but we are starting this one off with Eden Stronghold, so I'm very excited about this one. Obviously, we've talked about it so many times. Red Team has a little bit of an advantage in this game type, especially, before the update, Red Team had a huge advantage with the way that the overshield was placed. Now it's moved on over towards the pit. I feel like Blue Side is getting a little bit more accustomed to finding out how to take that guy out, whether that's the pre-grenades, not even letting him to get to that overshield, or at least dropping down and grenading the actual pit when they do pick it up.
Yeah, lots of mind games going to the opening strategies here for these teams. And like you said, Eden Strongholds, do you see, this benefiting either team? So Luminosity, obviously, with the APG, they came off of a win, a 3-1 over Straight, dropping just that first game. We'll see how that works out in their favor going forward here, because Splyce, although they lost all 3 games yesterday, we all know how good this squad is and how well they match up against basically everyone but Optic.
I look at these game types, and since I don't see an Empire Strongholds in there, I get a little bit worried for Luminosity. I feel like that's one of their stronger pulls. Ninja always been a great Empire player overall, and Eden is one of those maps where it is a little bit favored on that red side. So this is a tough draw for them to start it off, but I feel like Rig Slayer is a great pull for Luminosity. They can get it going there. Coliseum, CTF as well. They just need to make sure that they keep this first score within around that. Well, winning it would be great, but anything around that 100 to 75 mark would be pretty acceptable.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely going to be a lot of action in store here. We'll see how the series plays out momentarily. But this is definitely one I'm excited for. Luminosity is one of those teams that's looking to get some flexibility. Splyce is one that is locked in on those top three.
Yeah, waiting to get everyone situated here, and then we're going to get this one started. But I think that overall, based on the way that these two teams have playing, I'm going to go with probably a 3-1 in favor of Splyce. But at the same time, I want to think that Luminosity is going to be able to try to push the envelope here. It really is going to come down to, I feel like, keeping this one close and also winning Rig Slayer for them and going into virtually a best of 3. That's Luminosity's best chance.
Yeah, I mean, taking a look at the maps here again, the Rig Slayer game number 2, that is going to be one that I think favors Splyce a little bit, but Ninja, we've seen him go absolutely off on Rig Slayer. I think he had like a 17-3 performance or something like that.
Spree.
If it comes to memory correctly here. But like we said, Ninja, he's got a lot more supporting cast here now with this new Luminosity squad. Insane and Trippy have really been showing up here.
Yeah, exactly. And then we're going to see, APG, how he's going to be able to fit in. Didn't have his best performance in terms of kills and deaths, but definitely had some clutch objective plays. One of the things that comes to mind, even in the loss that they had in that CTF Fathom, being the last guy alive, getting that pull and then getting the return. But it looks like we are starting this one up. Strongholds on Eden. So much control on this game type. I feel like you got to give the advantage on over to the more control-heavy team, which has to be Splyce here. But at the same time, anything could happen based on what we saw today.
Yeah, and what kind of Splyce is going to show up here today? Because Splyce yesterday was really good, but as far as execution and closing out games, it was just not there against Optic. So, of course, they're not facing off against Optic here today. They have a lot more opportunities to showcase their skills, setups, and overall map control. So now it's really going to be up to Luminosity to show that they can compete at this level as well.
Yeah, and, I want to see what the beginning strategy is going to be here, if they're going to be able to stop the overshield guy, or maybe if they're going to potentially send more players out towards the camo in the security area. But it looks like this one is getting started, guys. Eden Strongholds, match number 3 in the final day of the regular season in the Pro League. And there it is, as we were talking about, what's going to be that beginning strategy to try to stop the players going for the overshield. Shotzzy gets caught out fairly easy there. Ninja is going to get the kill. He also gets the kill on the player that was making his way down towards the Obi. So that one has been burned. Great shots coming in from Renegade, shutting Ninja down finally. But that's not that bad of a start there for Luminosity.
No, not that bad of a start at all. Nobody's been able to capture a stronghold quite yet. Shotzzy versus APG. These Alexis back down there. Doesn't want to die here in this scenario. He's got some help. The last thing you want to do is sacrifice capturing this blue bed here once APG grab those rockets.
Ninja has picked up a plethora of kills so far, then APG still having those rockets, but Strongholds right now in the favor of Splyce. They're going to put the first couple points on the board. 2-on-1 situation here for Boobadooboo. He does get Shooter to come in with the help onto Sane, but he's not going to be able to take out Ninja quite yet. Shooter's still coming in with the battle rifle help over towards blue platform. Now trying to retake this blue bend area. The rotation's coming in over from the middle of the map towards the bridge, but APG shutting that down with the rockets. Shooter still picking up kills, this time onto Trippy, but points going on over to Luminosity.
Yeah, this is the missed rocket, but the rockets are just enough to keep Splyce from overcommitting to this hill, so it is allowing, I should say, Luminosity to start accumulating these points. A couple big wins here. That's 3 dead. Last battle's happening over by the security, and Ninja's going to come out ahead there.
That's actually a pretty big kill from Ninja, because that could have been all 4 dead, and then they would have been able to collapse on spawns even harder, because Renegade would have been pretty advanced up on the map right there. So now Ninja gets caught out over towards the bridge. Boobadooboo is going to drop him. Great shots coming in from Boobadooboo. Also failed to mention that he picked up a wingman while all this was happening. A lot of those kills going on over to Shooter. 10 seconds for the rockets. Overshield dropping shortly after that. Camo going to be popping up too. Interesting blue alley push coming in. That's not the push that I would want to see coming in from Luminosity. They could have been punished for that extremely hard, but instead they are going to live. Sane comes in with the beatdown. Now Renegade has bought plenty of time to get rockets for himself over here. Now waiting for the overshield. We'll see if Coach Phil has the time on that. Couple players caught out behind him. Great thrust to use that wall and the lip to his advantage. Now poking out, looking for the double kill. 3 dead for Luminosity. Great plays coming in by Renegade and the rest of this Splyce squad.
Oh, and they spotted Camo and they have him no shields. Will they be able to pick up this kill? They really need to find the player.
Okay, we're going to get off that screen because that's a little janky.
And we'll see what Ninja's able to do
janky
here. Yeah, well, as we move over here to Shooter, he is controlling the alley. We'll see as the hills or strongholds are being swapped. Shooter's doing his best to keep Luminosity out of Blue Bend, but there are 3 members there. Another hit marker comes in. Looks like Ness is going to be flipped here as well. Player still no shields, keeps his health a little low. Great shot, staying alive here. And he's got some help to keep him alive here. APG, though, perfect shots onto Renegade.
Yeah, and then also gives a little juke onto Shooter. However, Shooter is going to come in with the cleanup. That it could have been fantastic there for APG. Trippy coming in with the cleanup. Ninja has the flank onto Boo Boo Doo Boo. Blue Bend is going to be secured, re-secured there by Luminosity, now making their way over towards Red Bend. Ninja doesn't have much help though, just a player down below towards the SMG. Needs to get this 1v1 against Renegade and also avoid the grenades coming in. Is he gonna be able to take this by himself? He is. Great play by Ninja.
And not only that, but that's a triple cap they just got awarded with. They're gonna be able to really start racking up some time here. The security and catwalk, it looks like what Splyce is trying to focus the most attention on, but they're getting dropped left and right, and finally we'll be able to secure that one.
Yeah, catwalk's a big one to get right off the get-go. Renegade getting that assassination onto Ninja should allow them to potentially push up on some other areas of the map, but Trippy, 2 grenades coming in. You can see how many times Luminosity has been outside and has trapped these guys inside of blue base. Especially Boo Boo Doo Boo and Shooter. These guys constantly being stuck on over there. Rockets did go on over to APG and the overshield is up. However, APG did commit suicide and they do have the time on that overshield from both sides. So big fight happening in the pit.
Yeah, we'll see who comes out ahead there. And as you can see, lots of action. Renegade getting some great shots down on the player's top center. Catwalk's halfway taken. APG follows up to try to finish that one off. Shooter needs to get in there.
Shooter,
and nobody knows what he's actually doing there, but that is going to allow APG to secure that stronghold. Renegade's trying to answer back with Nest of his own, but a reset and contest comes in, and Splyce dropping the ball a little bit here.
That was just a mega fail by Shooter. I mean, just imagine if Shooter was able to clamber up onto the old camouflage, make his way onto Catwalk, and kill APG in a 2-on-1 situation.
And then kill
And
Nest.
then he's on a 2-on-1 situation over towards the red nest area, just like you were saying, Kyle. So big misplay there by Shooter. And now Splyce is on the ropes. Luminosity has control right now of 2 strongholds, making their way towards a 3rd.
Yeah, however, Renegade, he answers back with a double kill of his own, so that's a 4v2. They catch Trippy in the hill. You can't be there when all your teammates are dead, so that's going to be Catwalk and Blue Bend going over in their favor still, so finally starting to put some more points on the board.
Blue Bend is being retaken though right from Luminosity side of things. You do have Shotzi coming in with the rocket. It's not going to be enough though. They don't even get the reset. Shooter comes in with the shots, but there is a player down below, bottom center. That player now kind of caught out. Good grenade there, predicting that player going over towards the alley. It looks like that was possibly Ninja. Yeah, Ninja caught out with the prediction grenade as Shooter comes in with the beatdown. That did buy some time for APG to get his way over towards the catwalk, but there's the reset coming in from Splyce. Rockets on the map. They're going to have to make their way over towards outside. Grabbing those rockets are huge because then you can make your way again, obviously, to watch that pit, just like Renegade and so many players before him have done.
Shooter doing a great job backing down, not contesting the rockets here, finishing off the kill of the player's bottom catwalk. However, they will lose Ben, as you can see on your screen though, or you can't actually see it, but they are starting to focus on Nest here. And they will be able to get the control back.
Yeah, Trippy gets the a kill as the last guy alive, and now they're going to all be spawning on the blue platform here. Shooter aware of the spawns now that he's popped off onto Saiyan, taking him down to no shields. Has to watch out for grenades coming over towards the blue stairs, but that's all 4 players for Luminosity trapped outside towards the blue area. Going to be a kill for Shooter, or for Shotzi and Boo Boo Doo Boo. Renegade as well. Last guy alive is Trippy again. Can he find another kill this time? He's just camping inside of this blue alley, waiting for a player to charge in there, but he has too much help. Shotzi finds one. Renegade has another triple cap in effect. Luminosity has to stop the bleeding ASAP.
And Tom, let me just point out that Shotzi had the overshield, ran over to security, got the camo, fought 2 players, and him and his teammate went 2-0 there after he almost got taken out. So it's almost some clutch plays from Luminosity, but ultimately just heavily worked out in Splyce's favor.
I do not recall anyone getting a kill on Luminosity besides what Trippy was that last guy alive. It has been all Splyce since then. Where is the play going to come in from Splyce? Renegade finds another one onto APG. Team nade coming in onto Boo Boo Doo Boo. Shooter trying to lock down this red nest, but look at that. All 4 players from Splyce are outside collapsing on the red fan area. Boo Boo picks up a double. Another player making his way over towards the blue steps. The triple cap still in effect for Splyce. They have racked up so much time. Ninja finally getting a kill there. Hit markers coming in onto blue Ben. There's no reason for Boo Boo or the rest of these guys to challenge, so Shooter is just gonna back off. Needs to watch out for that catwalk area though, because if they do capture catwalk, Luminosity could immediately get back into this game. Guys in security, another one over towards blue alley, another one flanking out towards the outside area, but Splyce is so close to closing this out.
Oh, and you have Shooter there pick up a kill. 97 still with control. Nobody in position here quite yet. Just need to buy a few more seconds of time. Shooter doing his best job to actually destroy Trippy here. Catwalk does get captured though. They got to be careful. New power-ups will be coming up shortly here. Renegade's found himself some rockets here. They're focusing on Ben. APG forced to challenge as they have 99. And sure enough, Splyce coming out with the victory here. And like we were talking about before, Luminosity really needed to come out and actually win this series and with a 3-0. So that is definitely deflating to them. And 100-90, another extremely close Strongholds game type.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal game there by Splyce. That triple cap lasted so long. I can't believe that they were able to pick up, 10, 15 kills in a row without anybody answering the call on the side of Luminosity. Just fantastic rotations overall, great baiting and switching. Overall, if you're Luminosity, you can't hold your head down too low. They definitely would have liked to win that game, but that's, you know, a good sign for them that they were able to keep it so close. Maybe they can carry that on over to Rig.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. And, you know, speaking of that game and some of the stats there, Renegade picks up 2 more perfect kills. He's going to be at 24 now, which is already, I haven't even seen other people in that 20 mark yet, and Renegade already 24, so you can just tell how well he can shoot.
Yeah, definitely. So Rig Slayer, game number 2. We were talking about how Ninja has had his moments on this one with the sniper rifle. It's going to be up to these guys to bounce back super hard here. They got heavily outslayed in that game. 21-8 was Renegade. Power weapon kills still in the favor of Splyce as well. 5 kills overall for them. So they're going to have to be focused on the scatter shot. Have to be focused on the sniper rifle here. I believe it's Saiyan that constantly goes for that scatter to start this one. So if he can get that locked down, all they have to do is lock down that basement window area and make sure that they're charging out over towards the nest bridge and grenading that snipe hall, watching the white hall, and anyone that wants to charge out towards nest bridge while focusing on potentially killing that camo guy. So I feel like if anything, this was the most likely game type that Luminosity was going to win, and the fact that they were able to make that 190 game means that they could potentially keep this series close.
Yeah, we'll see how, you know, how much gas that took out of the tank there, being so close and falling short when they knew as far as the standings go, they really needed to prevent Splyce from getting any wins here. Now we'll see how that camo plays out in the beginning. APG flew around and grabbed that one, but it's ultimately just going to be a burn as it's already a 2-0 lead. But wow, who was that? Ninja with some great shots on Boo Boo.
Yeah, perfect shots on Boo Boo. Saiyan finds a kill on to Shooter. Trippy with the grenade kill. Now Shotzi, the last guy alive. He had the DMR, so he's most likely over towards that bunker area. He has rotated away from that on over towards the carbine, pegging that player over towards the nest bridge. Ninja finding one as well, and that was Saiyan, as we said, likes to push for that scatter shot to start. Now APG with the sniper rifle. We're going to see what Luminosity is going to be able to do with the weapons.
Yeah, and that was point out how great of shots that was from Shooter, because Boo Boo had escaped to engine 2, and it was the opening by in the white hall that Shooter actually got the angle to finish off the one shot.
2 kills going back on over to Splyce. Now it is up to Saiyan here to do some serious damage as he finds one onto Shotzi. No one to help out over there. Renegade was top tower, but Saiyan did a great job of getting out of danger and relocating with this weapon. Now just going to slow play. Again, maybe wait for someone to pop up on the radar or wait for someone to overextend and play just a little bit too aggressive so you can punish that.
All right, he does have a player right in front of him, Boo Boo. He doesn't even elect to shoot at him quite yet, so Boo Boo will be able to get away. Ninja grabs kill on Shooter. Renegade answers back with some shots on APG. We'll see that sniper rifle is over in the hands of Trippy, but now we're looking at a 4v2 situation. Shotzi, no idea there's a scattershot player on him. Saiyan grabs himself a kill. Boo Boo's hoping to answer this back, but
nice
wow,
nade.
Not going to be nice enough quite yet with that thrust backwards from Boo Boo, but still Saiyan locking down Whitehall.
Yeah, and Saiyan has one more shot, so he could use this one and put it on respawn He can elect to go for a kill with it or just waste the ammo over here. Has a player making his way on over towards the, okay. Yeah.
Ooh, Renegade juking and jiving around. Not going to work out, though. Sane does grab that kill with the scatter shot. It ultimately will be traded over, though. 11-9, so, ooh, 11-10 as I say that here. They got to be careful. That new camo is going to be up. They do. Both teams have times on it. Ninja's actually going to be the one to escape before Renegade cleans. No, Shooter's got the camo, and Ninja forced to go for it. Doesn't get a burn here.
Can't believe that he was able to get away with that one. Now he's laying down some damage over towards APG, but APG gonna get the kill. Nice job shutting down the camo player and a 3-kill lead here for Luminosity. Shotzzy with the sniper rifle. Haven't seen much of his point of view. Let's see what he can do.
It misses that no-scope, but just barely here, and misses a second one. He's got a scatter shot player trying to collapse on him. We'll see how they elect to play this one out. Hits one, not gonna be able to do it, but it was pretty close. So that's a scary moment, though, because you just turned that sniper rifle over here into Ninja's hands.
Yeah, Ninja, phenomenal sniper, but he is no shields. Has a little bit of sliver left in his health. Eventually drops it. Sane's gonna pick it up instead. 3 shots left in it. Let's see if he's gonna be able to go on some sort of a spree here and give Luminosity just a little bit more of a lead. Shooter is gonna drop. Great headshot there coming in from Sane. Where is the aggression coming in from Splyce, though? Looks like they're split all over the place, and Sane and the rest of Luminosity just waiting for these guys to poke out.
Yeah, Sane hits yet another headshot, 2 for 2 since he's picked up this weapon. Good thing for Splyce, though, is he's only got 1 shot. He will miss that one. Renegade elects to back down here. Wise job just waiting for some help here. 20-15 lead. Great shots from Sane onto Shooter, forcing him to back up as well. And Sane just pushing these guys back left and right.
Ooh, beat down right there onto Shooter. Trippy finding a kill right there with the sniper rifle onto Boo Boo Doo. Now grabbing the Needler. Sane going on a tear right now, having the battle rifle looking across right now for some possible players to push on that Whitehall, but it's going to be a pipes push and a barrels push coming in from Splyce. No scatter shot to be met over there towards that side. APG's on the other side right now, so Sane's just going to go above and take the high ground. Good play by him. Can they get the picks? Because camo's coming up. This could be big for both teams.
Yeah, they will go ahead and finish off Sane there. So scatter shot was down after it was in APG's hands. Trippy still got the sniper rifle over here by Connector. Looks like they're coming off as Spawn, or Luminosity is over by Nest, and Carbide. Budubu does hit the shot there. Not going to be enough to take out Sane here, so they do have eyes on this player who is hiding bottom Nest, and a great stick. Will go ahead and secure himself the kill.
Splyce still hanging around right there. Luminosity is going to have to build an even bigger lead because we did see such a great comeback in that Eden Strongholds game. 5 kills still, as you do have sniper rifle in the hands of Trippy. Maybe he could do something with it. Let's try to find out exactly where he is going to be setting up from. 5 bullets left in this one. Really popular spot to snipe from because you can get that angle right there from when players are going to pick up the new sniper rifle, but that's not happening for another minute. So maybe he's going to fall back over here towards the bunker and just kind of rotate back and forth. He has so many opportunities right now to go wherever he wants because his teammates are filling in perfectly. There's the aggression from Boo Boo Doo Boo coming in from the maze, doing a little dipsy doodle around the corner, working with Ninja. Can they get the kill? Because you can see so many player outlines from Splyce on that area. If they're able to take out the front line for Luminosity, they can charge onto Trippy.
Yeah, Trippy, though, recognizing he saw those players backing up. He's trying to cut off these angles to make sure he doesn't get flanked while watching his teammates back. Makes that one connection here. Does in a 1v1 fight and absolutely destroys Renegade here. Renegade needed that win as 3 members just drop here. 31-24, the largest lead that we've seen so far here. Shotzzy not able to win against Trippy as well. Luckily, he's got the good grenades here and will polish off the kill.
Yeah, a couple of grenade kills going on over to the guys from Splyce. Shotzzy is no shield, so he's going to have to back off, but APG coming down from the underpass, even finding a double kill right there as he gets the melee onto Shooter. You could tell players posturing around for this camo that's popping up. Renegade, he's more worried about the sniper rifle, finds it. Sane now waiting for that camo, drops down, gets caught out by Renegade, most likely going to drop as Renegade switches on over to his pistol. APG still in the underpass area, trying to distract for his teammate to grab the camo. That's going to be Renegade dropping Ninja, who did pick that up, but they were so concerned about picking up that camo that Renegade made the right play and picked up that sniper rifle. Great play coming in from APG. APG, but what a crouch from Renegade to stay alive, baiting and switching with shots. A huge place from Splyce.
That was amazing. That was an amazing job from a Renegade to stay alive there. I thought for sure APG staying alive in those pillars was going to be enough to make that sniper rifle change hands, but sure enough, 7-kill lead is down to only 2 as we're seeing Splyce once again, once we get a few minutes into the game, really start turning it on and closing this deficit.
APG gets a big kill onto Shotzzy though. That's on the guy that was in the trenches, so not sure why Shotzzy was trying to make a play down below. Now Boo-Boo-Doo-Boo, I'm not sure why he's so overexposed. All they have to do is sit in top tower with that scatter shot. Now that's 2 unnecessary kills, potentially making that 3, as Renegade has no shields, as APG is chasing him up around this bunker area. A couple of players helping on the stairs now. APG flying out, even sticking him. Wow, great plays coming in from APG. Boo-Boo-Doo-Boo finding that kill onto Shooter. Great grenades coming in from Ninja. So much action happening over towards this tower side, and it does seem to be Luminosity coming out on top.
Yeah, APG really just stepped it up there, breaking that setup, getting these kills here, helping Ninja now have scatter shot, and even the sniper rifle changing hands back over to Trippy. APG absolutely leading that charge.
Yeah, Trippy, fantastic with the sniper rifle, showing that he continues to put in work that time. That's going to be 2 kills going on over to Luminosity, 4 kills going on over to Luminosity. They drop the entire Splyce squad and get a 6-kill lead with control. And that's the man with the plan, the guy that you want to have that sniper rifle in. It is Trippy looking for picks on over these players, making their way towards the underpass. That's going to be Shooter. They're going to check out that grenade projectile, but it does seem to be Trippy falling back and trying to take these angles on these players.
Yeah, Trippy will maintain this sniper rifle, trying to get some kills. As Shooter right in front of him. Shooter fighting a different player first. Not going to be able to do enough. Perfect kills coming out here for Trippy as well. And we'll see how this one continues to play out as we're coming down to the end of this game. Luminosity absolutely in prime position to take it, but that is going to be exactly what Renegade
47 to 42.
Yeah, this is
the
what
magic
they
number
need to get back into this.
Well, yeah, that's all you need, is it to be 47 or 48 to 42, and then automatically you win, right? Isn't that how today's been working?
That's how it's been going so far for the most part, although they have a camo in their hands. We even saw Evil Geniuses are tapping buttons lose that camo in the last game. That was a scary moment. 47-44, so that's 4 unanswered, or 2 more unanswered kills since last time we talked about it here. And new sniper has just been grabbed from Luminosity, so you gotta be really careful here, because sniper camo, that's a nice way to close out a game.
Yeah, Saiyan does lose his camo though, and then Renegade gets caught out. They do spot that player on over towards the carbine. Here's the thing though, there's 2 players crouching over there, so this could be 45 and 46 on the score if they do get a hit grenade marker on this back carbine area.
But Splyce is set up in pretty good position, because the other 2 members, they're hiding and just guarding the player's carbine side of the map here. What is happening over there?
That's the strategy. That guy, his job is to run back and forth and jump over there, and he just distracts Saiyan.
Yeah, he's like, strat. Let's make them all look over here. I'm going to fly out real quick and then disappear.
If he gets a headshot through that crack, that's going to be insane. 2 minutes left on the clock. Camo popping up in the next 20 seconds here. Saiyan trying to find the angles. I feel like he needs to be taking a little bit more aggressive angles here while he has the opportunity here, because you know players are going to be making some moves as this camo is going to be popping up. So.
Yeah, do we have a time on that one? Yeah, this is definitely going to be the deciding factor of the game, basically. I'd like to see Luminosity contest for it. We'll find out here shortly. You can see just how scary and tense this moment is for these guys as we turn player outlines off.
Going to turn the player outlines off here at the end of this game, as it's extremely intense. Don't want to give up any information. Want to see exactly what Saiyan is currently seeing through his eyes. Only a minute left on this clock. There's a flank coming in, and the no-scope onto Renegade's face. Looking for some more. There's 2 snipers on the map as Boo-Boo-Doo-Boo finds one on to Trippy. Intense moment here. Not sure who was able to pick up the camo. That's another kill coming in from Boo-Boo-Doo-Boo. Shotzzy has the camo, 48 to 46.
With scatter as well. 1 minute left to play. He's been taking damage 3 or 4 different times here. So we'll try to keep an eye on how this one plays out there. Saiyan definitely terrified right now. They have no idea where these players are going to be coming from. And Splyce is looking to close this out in one last final push.
It doesn't get more intense than this. 30 seconds left on the clock. There's the camo player. He has camo scatter shot. Facing the sniper rifle player, it's Saiyan trying to fend off 3 players. There's another player helping him out towards the back carbine, another one towards the back wall as well. APG getting aggressive. Renegade with the ground pound. It's not going to connect. All 4 players on the back wall. There's a flank coming in with the scatter shot. Boobadooboo not in position. 49 to 49. 10 seconds left on the clock. Trippy no shields. Are you kidding me?
God, how is this happening? We have 50-48, 50-49s left and right. These monstrous leads being blown everywhere. Holy cow, I did not expect that to happen again.
That was absolutely insane. All 4 players in the same exact area. What a flank with the scatter shot at the end by Shotzi.
I thought it was going to be too slow. It looked like he was taking a little bit of additional time to make that flank. You had all the members of Luminosity flying over towards barrels. Ultimately, I think it was Ninja gets caught Tower 1 at the very end for the last death. And holy cow, I can't even handle this, Tom.
That was one of the better games we've seen today, and we've had just amazing games all throughout these series. Now you're down 2-0 in your Luminosity after 2 games that you should have won.
Yeah, I mean, and not only that, I mean, you hit that ridiculous no-scope towards the end of that game to buy extra time, and you might, maybe died and turned that weapon over. That was absurd. Taking a look at the stats, Shooter 14 and 10, Shotzi 12, 12, and 12 across the board. So Shooter is the only one going positive. Renegade -3, Shooter +4, and then on the other hand, though, you had Saiyan 12 and 6, but he was sitting back sniping most of the game, along with Trippy here, who was +3. Ninja not having his best performance, 10 and 18 deaths. So definitely getting the best of him was some of those standoffs here and having a little bit of excessive deaths.
That was just amazing to watch. Like I'm just in shock that they were able to pull it off. Again, the key is allow the other team to have 48 kills. You get to 42, and you're going to win. That's just the way it goes.
Yeah, I mean, just been completely crazy. I think, looking over the course of this whole season, I don't think any of the series have been as epic as all of the ones today have been.
Ridiculous. What a final day of Halo that we are watching right now. Can LG respond to the 2-0 deficit that they currently find themselves in? Ninja making his way down low to try to help out onto Boobadooboo, flanking with the rockets now. You do have Renegade picking those up. Can Ninja get the kill? He's now weak. You have Boobadooboo and Shotzi finding a couple of kills. That's going to mean that they're going to now focus Ninja pretty heavily. I understand what Ninja was trying to do right there. Maybe Spartan charging into there, as we do have a tweet coming in. I haven't been able to blink tonight. Crazy games nonstop. Can we get a game 5? Very possible what we've seen today.
Yeah, and as you have the flag being pulled and moved, it looks like a player comes off spawn over in cave, and you got Renegade over on the other side of the map here. So there's a good chance this one's going to get returned. Sure enough, it will be, and that's the sniper rifle that may be changing hands as well. A Shooter was taken out, and sniper side of the map is looking like it's favoring Luminosity now.
Renegade just being so annoying over towards that elbow area, trying to buy time for, like you said, Kyle, to focus on the snipe side because Luminosity has made their way over there, and it looks like that's what he did. Boobadooboo now made his way on over towards the cave, has 2 kills. That's going to be 3 dead. Trippy coming off the spawn over here. Somehow Boobadooboo finding a sniper rifle throughout all of that. Even has a teammate to help run that flag. Great positioning to be in the back of the flag here, but he does weaken that player too, but now he's going to show that he did have sniper rifle, gave up his positioning and the weapon as well, so they may have that used against him. That's exactly what happened, is Ninja found 2 kills after that.
Wow, that was a great snipe, followed up by an even better perfect shots coming out of him, being the MVP there on that flag return here for Luminosity. So this one, game number 3, sure enough, not disappointing anyone once again. This series is extremely entertaining.
That's for sure. So now APG laying some damage on over towards the grass, but he falls. Shotzi coming around the maze area, helping Boobadooboo find that kill onto Trippy, even trying to help over here towards Saiyan, hitting the lift, landing some nice shots there. That's going to be 3 dead temporarily as APG coming up off of the spawn here on the elbow now, making his way over towards the back flag. Looked like Shotzi wanted to make his way over towards the tip top of the map on that blue side to try to distract these guys, but now he's going to be focusing on the catwalk, as there has been a player to make his way over towards the DMR. It looks like he has a spot up in front of him. That kill does not come in though. finally gets that headshot onto Trippy, but it seems like Shotzi was thinking he already had enough damage to get that kill, and now it looks like Luminosity answering back.
Yeah, sometimes looking away earlier or too early can come back to bite you. Definitely Shotzi expecting he had finished off the kill, but as we move across here to Boo Boo Doo Boo, great shots to finish off the player in the window. Drops out maybe a little bit too early here. This flag was thrown. Shooter, however, does have the rocket, so not a bad position to be in. Flag for Splyce already moving across the map here. Last two players, as you can see, there are over by the cave and the flag spawn. Renegades found the sniper rifle. This has got to be a scary moment here for Luminosity, as you know what this kid can do.
Great route from Boo Boo Doo Boo. He's really worried about these players in the cave, though, and then whoever that was sacrificing their life to get the return. Great job by Trippy, even finding the kill after all of that. So I thought Boo Boo Doo Boo would have had a little bit more support, and Splyce would have been focused on getting that flag capture. However, Luminosity is going to get the return, and they're going to gain control of this snipe side of the map. There is a flanker over towards the enemy elbow right there, so Trippy going to sit back and just try to find where this player is going.
Yeah, and we'll move over here on board with Boo Boo Doo Boo, who's actually found that sniper rifle from Renegade as he brought it back to the base as he died here. Already connecting on one headshot. That's good momentum starter here. Get you warm up. We'll see what else he can do with this weapon.
Yeah, finds the player over towards top catwalk. That rocket launcher coming up here any second. That's going to be Trippy down towards that grass area. And then you have Saiyan coming up over towards the rocket street too. So great shots coming in from Boo Boo Doo Boo. However, good crossfire coming in from APG and the Luminosity team. Is that going to buy enough time for Saiyan to get these rockets? He does pick up the carbine. Looking for a couple players over towards his right. That's going to be two players from Splyce making their way over there. Shooter and Renegade. That's great teamwork coming out from Splyce to try to secure these rockets. The snipe coming in onto Ninja's face. APG not able to kill Shooter, who looks like he escapes with the rockets, but does take out Boo Boo Doo Boo for all of his efforts.
Yeah, as we were watching APG screen, playing some defense here, Renegade is going to get that sniper rifle. Shooter with the rocket, so nice control here for Splyce. So they're waiting for everyone from Luminosity to come off of spawn before they push back into the base.
There's another snipe coming in from Renegade. Shotzi just sitting on the outskirts of the cave, waiting to make his move. It's going to be two dead. Good opportunity to go in there and push towards the flag if they want to get it. That's APG and another player from Luminosity doing a nice bait and switch. Shutting it down with the melee is Trippy. That flag has been tossed out. You do have the sniper rifle that did get taken off Renegade's body. Now in Saiyan's hands as this flag is being pulled pretty fast down towards the runway. Great grenade coming in though from Renegade. Shuts that down. Instead of sitting in that same position, now rotating so he can help his teammates over there prioritize kills and eventually focus his shots onto Trippy, but it's not going to be enough. Flag number one going on over to Luminosity.
Yeah, Luminosity down but not out here as they put in that first flag capture. That was actually really impressive as well, considering Renegade had Sniper back on his own flag, sniped a player, and then stuck Ninja. And somehow Luminosity, with only two guys playing defense, were able to push out, grab a flag, and actually secure that one.
Yeah, and it's great to see Luminosity do that, especially after the two really devastating losses in games that they should have won here. So now you do have Splyce coming in with some aggression. Great job crouching around the corner. Renegade is going to drop to that grenade, and that allows the rest of Luminosity to come in and take that player out as well. So now it's two dead for Splyce. Shooter and Renegade got a little bit too aggressive over towards that flag area. And I got to say, I'm pretty impressed with the way that Luminosity's been fighting.
Yeah, I mean, Luminosity, you know, this is reminding me kind of a lot about Allegiance in some of the earlier seasons, the Game 5, you know, disasters that happen for them all the time. Luminosity in position to win every single game, but falling short at the very end twice already in the same series.
Yeah, and, you know, again, you want to try to build on this lead even more. As great as that 1-0 lead is, there's still plenty of time left on that clock. It's been halfway through this game so far, and you haven't seen Splyce really get a flag that far quite yet. But you do have, you know, the same thing happening in these first two games where is one flag cap enough? Is that comfortable enough? And it doesn't seem like it is. Ninja commits suicide with those rockets. APG gonna get overwhelmed inside of the base. That's gonna be three dead. Trippy, the last guy alive, over towards the elbow. There is a spawner underneath the base, so that's a pretty fortunate spawn there from Ninja. Can he stay alive? Trying to hit him with the stupid noob grenades. Is able to take him down to no shields, but still killing spree going on over to Shotzi. This flag still alive down towards bottom center. Great job by Luminosity, able to stop this flag from being ran and getting a counter of their own. That's going to be possibly a touch coming in from Renegade. He has a rocket, does get the triple kill, but the flag has been returned. Potential overkill coming in, but it doesn't matter. This flag needs to be returned for Splyce in order to feel good about themselves, and they don't get the return. It's still there. Boo-Boo-Doo-Boo is going to come in.
Great heads-up play by Renegade, securing 3 captures, ultimately helping get that flag to return, and it's creating an opportunity for a counter capture as we see that flag is moving quickly across. Shooter's got that one, bringing it all the way back to the base. And will he be able to put it in? We will find out. And sure enough, he does.
That is going to be 1-1, just like we were saying, Kyle. That's not a comfortable lead there. Only 1-0. Now Boo-Boo-Doo-Boo running another flag. Interesting pull, this time over towards the elbow side. Thought he was going to toss this one out towards the window. Makes his way towards the trench. Good prediction, nade. Gets the kill and weakens Ninja all the way down to no shield. Trippy stuck out underneath the base as well. 3 dead. That's the last guy alive. He's over towards the enemy elbow. Are they aware of where this guy is? They should have heard the thrust coming in. Great shots coming in from Trippy. Only took a little bit of damage. Only 1 shot, even waiting for his teammates to come back alive. Getting the kill onto Boo-Boo-Doo-Boo. Now he's going to hop the return. Last guy alive. Are you kidding me? Trippy going huge.
That was almost a guaranteed flag capture here, and Trippy absolutely was the guy that stopped that one from going in. And we may be looking at a capture going the other way, but no, his shield's not quite recharged yet. Shotzzy recognizing with the call-outs, picks up a double of his own, hiding in cave by himself.
Couple grenades flying in from APG, trying to get Shotzzy out of that red cave area, but none of them connecting. So now he's going to try to rotate. Has a great flank on a couple different players. One in front of him if he wants to get it. That's going to be Shooter coming in with the thrust. Nice shots coming in from Shooter to weaken APG. APG with the double kill, but the damage has been done. Now the map resetting. Trippy with the no-scope onto Shotzzy, but Shotzzy somehow staying alive to get that kill. Eventually getting cleaned up. Good grenade coming in. Is it going to connect? It does connect onto one player. Takes the other guy down to no shields too. And even staying alive over towards this cave area. Can he get some help? Does get some help, but that flag is moving pretty quickly.
It really is moving quickly here. Oh, they do get the kill. Buying a little bit of time here. Saiyan doing a good job recognizing he needs to cover some of these angles. Is it going to be enough though? 2 dead. A flag gets pulled here. 2 guys left on the flag. Boo-Boo-Doo-Boo not going to be full health quite yet. And that is going to be 2 dead here, and as Renegade potentially gets dropped. Ooh, Trippy, nice job on that reload. And he will secure that flag. Oh, no, he won't. Somebody might be able to get a touch on this still. They need to go for it now.
Oh, Ninja got the return. There it is, 2-1 Luminosity. Great flag play coming out from these guys in the clutch. Could easily be 2-1 in the favor of Splyce right now, but great resiliency and great job by Trippy, especially towards the end of that last flag return. And now you're going to see rockets in the hands of Ninja. Can he stay alive down here?
We'll find out as a haircut almost comes in from Renegade, who's got that sniper rifle, was trying to track him down. But Ninja doing a fantastic job of keeping those out of the enemy team's hands. He's got some callouts. Misses that first rocket here. We'll see if he's able to connect on the second one. Only some hit markers here, not exactly what he wants to have. But we'll see how this one plays out here. Ninja's getting some callouts. They know there's players over at sniper side of the map, and Renegade just died with that one. It's going to put it in Saiyan's hands now.
Great opportunity here for Luminosity to finish this one off. 1 minute left on the clock. They just need to play some defense or get 1 flag capture of their own. Ninja gonna drop 1 rocket on over to Shotzzy. Did Shotzzy pick it up off of his dead body? I don't believe he did. There, that's going to be Renegade picking it up. Sniper rifle going on over to Boo-Boo-Doo-Boo. This is the opportunity for these guys to push. That's going to be nice distraction metal. Boo-Boo-Doo-Boo going to get the kill onto Trippy. Renegade needs to stay alive with these rockets. He does not. He drops 1 and then just stays alive by chucking a couple grenades onto the flag area. It's up to him to pull this one though. That's going to be Trippy over towards the elbow area. Trippy's going to drop on over to Shooter. There's a couple people dead. That's Saiyan dropping as well. This is a great opportunity for these guys to tie it up. How many times have we seen it at 30 seconds? This is ridiculous.
Yep, and APG grabs himself a kill, but with 3 dead here and 30 seconds left, sure enough, why not, Tom? Let's just send it into another overtime here. Renegade already pushing back up on these flanks. Got some players top catwalk. He's playing this wisely, just waiting for help, waiting for distractions from his teammates before he pops out and tries to finish off some of these kills.
Yeah, great play positionally by Renegade. Going to be a 2-on-2 situation. He has 2 frag grenades too, so this is a great opportunity to chuck a couple of them just like he's doing right now. Get some hit markers, reset as Boo-Boo-Doo-Boo does pick up 1 with the sniper rifle. Now we are officially in overtime. Next capture is going to win this one no matter what.
All right, we're still watching Renegade. They get the call-outs, take out a player bottom center. It's 3v4 right now. They've got Sniper and they've got Rocket. So did he have any ammo left in those?
He's out.
He's out, right. Okay, so then just Sniper Rifle as far as advantages go over in the hands of Boobadooboo.
Couple players crouching around the corner. You do have the one shot getting picked up. That's going to be Trippy dropping APG. Great job distracting over there. You do have one shot left in that sniper rifle for Boobadooboo. Sane is the last guy alive. He's underneath the base now and dropping. Trippy's going to drop the shooter as well. This flag is being pulled. You do have Cave spawn. He's got to get around that corner.
Oh, he spawned right in front of it.
Did he spawn there?
He did spawn there. What a blessing here from Luminosity, keeping this flag alive. People coming off spawn on elbow, and maybe it was because he was in the air, or I don't know what it was, but that is definitely you know, a good moment there for Luminosity. But is it enough?
Wow.
Even with that, it's not enough. And somehow,
what a series.
There's 6-game series, we've got 5-game series, and we've got epic 3-game series once again here, and this time out of Splyce.
That was an amazing series overall. I mean, that game could have went either way, just like the previous two overall. So many flag grabs. I'm looking at 5 just from shooter alone. 11 flag grabs from Splyce. Only 5 flag grabs coming in from Luminosity. Looking at the kills, Shotzzy, 32, 23, and 19, Kyle. Absolutely ridiculous. Luminosity got heavily outslayed. Looks like 12, 13, 25. They got outslayed by 35 kills, Kyle, and that score was 3-2.
That's actually absurd. That is insane. Now we're pulling them up on your screen one more time here. Shotzzy, 32, 23, 19, 3 perfect kills. Just amazing overall performance. Renegade alone, plus 10. And you've got a plus 5, a plus 6, plus 13. It's just crazy how well they just played this.
Yeah, amazing series. I mean, Splyce really clutched it up towards the tail end of those games. And again, Luminosity could have won that. I mean, game number 1, 190. Then we're looking at 50-49, and then we're looking at 3-2 in overtime. But no one's going to remember the series in the game score. They're just going to remember that it was a 3-0 overall.
Splyce being too strong this time around, and really, yeah, I mean, Luminosity shows signs of life. Like, clearly, these guys are extremely good. You do not have to be outslaying the enemy team to win in any of these objective game types, and they show that their objective efficiency is very high. But Ninja and Saiyan going, 16 and 29, 15 and 25. These are the two guys that need to be putting up a lot more slays here if they expect to be able to win. We've already talked about Trippy or APG especially being so aggressive. Trippy and APG, 16 assists apiece and more kills than Ninja and Saiyan.
Well, one of the stats that we didn't point out, 15 power weapon kills from Splyce, 1 power weapon kill from Luminosity. That's insane to think about. It's a 13-minute game. There's power weapons constantly on that map, and you only get 1 power weapon kill. That's just not acceptable from Luminosity's standpoint. And the fact that they only lost that 3-2 and didn't get any power weapons is actually great for them.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of good things to take away from that series if you're Luminosity here. But we do have an interview with our winner. That's going to be Boobadooboo joining us once again. Boobadooboo, 3-0 victory. Not as much of a convincing fashion as we've seen in the past. What was that series like to you guys?
Pretty frustrating, but we still got the win. Every game was really just I don't know, it came down to the wire each game, so it was a lot of fun to play, but also very frustrating. The fact that we outplayed them by a lot, both objective games, but they were so close.
Walk us through game 2, 50-49. This is 3 games in a row now where we've seen the team that was down 48-42 come back and win. What was your guys' communication like, and what was the plan to go back and collapse on the guys that were sitting back on that carbine and back wall area?
Yeah, so we had about a minute left, and we were down something like 48 to like 46 or 45 or something. So Shotzzy had camo scatter. I just said, let Shotzzy push, and then we could just fall behind them. And that's basically what we did. They were all forward. They all had forward, just like grouped up back connector. Renegade ended up going down. They got 49 kills, and then we ended up killing all 4 of them. So it was like a 4-for-1 trade, and we ended up winning games. So it was just, I don't know, the communication was pretty crazy, but we all just clutched up right there.
So I think that it's safe to say that we've kind of established the top 4 teams. It looks like it's going to be, Optic, you guys, you have Liquid and Envy kind of sitting in there. Who do you guys feel like you match up best against out of those teams, and who do you feel like you match up worst against out of those teams?
Um, I we really just match up good against all of them, I'd say. We're pretty annoying team to play against with Shotzi just running around being like annoying, and then we could just shoot everybody in the back. So I wouldn't really say we play good or bad against any of them. It's just as long as we're playing the game, I feel like we can win.
Yeah, I definitely agree. You guys showed it there. Now, we didn't get a chance to talk to you guys yesterday. Of course, we were speaking with Optic. I just want to touch base there.
Yeah.
So you guys had a 3-0 today, got 0-3 yesterday. Speak to us a little bit about, what you guys are going to do to improve and move forward when you eventually will get a rematch with Optic.
We just got to start grinding again as a team. We didn't scrim a lot this week, which kind of hurt us, but going into the LAN, obviously we're gonna be playing as much as possible, and we really got to just start coordinating things way better, and to get flag caps or to get overshields or something like that, which we can improve on, just like coordinating so we're not getting any unnecessary deaths, like 2 of us going in for a overshield or 2 of us going in for like a flag cap, but instead like we're just gonna use each of our players better instead of playing so individual sometimes, and just work on our teamwork a lot more and just coordinating things, I would say.
Well, Boobadoo, that was a pretty sweaty series, so I'm glad you got your deodorant behind you, just in case anything, perspirates out of control. But congratulations on that series, and we're looking forward to see you guys preparing for DreamHack.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Another epic series on this last and final day of the HCS Pro League summer season. Coming up after this, we will, of course, have Team Envious going up against Straight Rippin'. But if you are at home watching and want to know how you can participate here in the HCS, make sure you head over to halo.gg to find out all the information about the open circuit and how you can participate here in the HCS. So that does it for match number 3. We've got game 5s, we've got 3-0s, but nothing is disappointing here, Tom. And like I said, as we come back, we will have Team Envious going up against Straight Rippin' in the final match of the HCS Pro League.